The greatest common factor of n and 420 is 20. Which of the following could be the prime factorization of n? So I'm going to use my Venn diagram approach, and I'm going to have n and 420. I know the greatest common factor is 20, so I need to put the factors of 20 in here. So if I take the prime factorization of 20, I have 2 and 10, and then 2 and 5. So I have a 2, a 2, and a 5. That is the greatest common factor, the prime factorization of the greatest common factor, 20. Okay, now 420, I'm going to fill in the rest of the Venn diagram with the factors, the prime factors of 420 that are not already in here. So I'm going to start with 420 and I'm going to find its prime factorization. I've got 2 and 210, 2 and 105, and then 5 and 21, and finally 21 is 3 and 7. So the prime factors I have already accounted for. I have a 2, a 2, and a 5. So that one's in, and that one's already in. I just need to add a 3 and a 7 to my 420. Now I have to think about what could be the prime factorization of n. I know it has to have at least two 2's and a 5, and all of these options except for D have at least two 2's and a 5. So D could not possibly be the prime factorization because it doesn't have a 5 in it. I know the prime factorization of n has got to have at least 2 squared and a 5 to the first. So that's out. Okay, let's work our way up here. So C, 2 squared times 5 times 3. That means that I would have to put a 3 here. But if I put a 3 here, and there's already a 3 over here, this 3 doesn't belong here and this 3 doesn't belong here. They both belong in the overlap, which means that the greatest common factor would not be 20. Okay, so I can't put a 3 here because there's already a 3 here. And if there's a 3 here and here, it belongs in the middle. Okay, so it can't be that. 3 cannot be part of the prime factorization of n. Neither could 7, which is another reason that D is wrong, right? I could not put a 7 here because these 7's would then belong in the middle. All right, let's look at B. 2 cubed times 5 squared. So I already have two 2's. So if I put a 2 here, and then I already have 1 5, I would need to add a 5 here. Okay, and I don't have, that doesn't violate anything. I don't have no contradictions, right? Because adding a 2 doesn't change the greatest common factor. Adding a 5 doesn't change the greatest common factor because there aren't any 2's or 5's over here. All right, so it could be B. There's no reason it couldn't be B. Let's look at A. So this is 2 squared times 5 squared. So I already have two 2's. So I just would need one more 5 because I have one 5 already. If I put a 5 in here, this is also fine, right? I can have a 5 here because there are no 5's over here. I didn't change the greatest common factor at all. So A is also a reasonable option for N. And just as a little alert, so the answers here would be A or B are both possible prime factorizations of N. Um, this was a mistake on my part when I wrote this. I didn't mean for there to be two answers. Typically on a test, if there are more than one, if there is more than one answer, I'll say like select all that apply. I'll make it clear that there might be more than one answer.